going to Kroger's to get me some oak logs, and then I'm going to Walmart to get me some hickory. Was going to get all of it at Walmart, but they don't have oak. And I want to get a box of hickory split, so I'm going to go do all that. Figure I'd come on here, see how everybody's doing, how everybody's holiday season is going. Made it through Christmas okay, had a great time. Got a new addition to my grill. Got a Old Country Pecos offset. Love it. Real good grill for the money. It don't break the bank, and it's really a nice grill. I got it on Black Friday sale. It's really a good deal on it, and an awesome pit. It really is. I've been cooking on. I cooked on pork butt for about 10 hours, and man, you talk about making it taste awesome. It's even better than my drum. You know, it's a little bit, you know, more flavor even than it, but we'll be using my drum and my, you know, all of them really pretty much. I like all my grills. I got that pellet grill. I got a Weber kettle, an Old Smoky, a drum, and a offset. I told my wife, I said, now I'm going to focus on getting my outdoor kitchen covered and get some cabinets put in and stuff. Hopefully I can get some ideas from my brother-in-law. He's putting up a new house with an outdoor kitchen, and hopefully I can get some ideas from him. He's real creative on that stuff, so I'm anxious to see. There's probably not, it's not going to be as elaborate as his, but it's going to, I'm just going to get some ideas and stuff. So how's everybody doing today? Anybody in yet? It might be Sunday. Everybody's not wanting to come in because they're chilling. Very possible. Very possible. And I'm going to my mother-in-law's and father-in-law's house. He's grilling some hamburgers on his offset. So we'll go a little early and stuff. Go do that. Gotta go get some. Like I said, I'm gonna go get some wood because I don't like to drive at night. I let my wife drive at night, so we're gonna go ahead and get that before we head back from their house back home. So I'm gonna do it before we go to their house. I don't like to drive at night. I've got to get me some new glasses. Can't see real good at night with these glasses, so I'm gonna get that situated and everything. So.
Official Teletubbies said hi.
Hey, how's it going, Official Teletubby? How you doing? Where are you from?
Santiago Gonzalez said hi.
How's it going? Got any troubles? Awesome. Where y'all from? I'm from Southwest Louisiana, about a little town called Quincy, about 25-30 miles north of Lake Charles, Louisiana.
BB Todd said hi.
Hey BB, how you doing? Yeah. Everybody enjoying their holiday? Weekend or Sunday. It's I hadn't cooked nothing the past 2 days. Kind of missing it, but kind of also enjoying the rest. You know. Tell you how I did that pork butt. I put it in on my Pecos, and I got it up to 165 internal, and then I pulled it off, wrapped it real good, and then put it in my pellet grill from 165, and then I pulled it off at 200. Then I opened it up, let it rest 30 minutes, and then I broke it apart. You talk about good now. It wasn't as tender as it would have been if I'd have brung it up to 205 and then let it do an overnight rest in my warmer. And I like it better shredded. It was okay, but I like it better shredded and stuff. But I really enjoyed it. The grill did a fantastic job on cooking it. It really did. I started my fire about 5 o'clock that morning, and then I let it burn down and stuff. And then I put it on by about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then I cooked it to about, Rachel, 5:36? About 12-hour cook. And I tell you what, it was good. It was well worth the wait, wasn't it, Rachel? It was good. I cooked it with, I seasoned it with 2 Gringos, chupacabra, all-purpose meat rub. And then before I wrapped it, I pulled it out of my offset, and then I poured beef consomme over it from Campbell's, the beef soup, and that kept it moist. And also, the whole time it was open and cooking in my offset, I put a water pan in there, which made it moist. And it kept my temperature where it needed to be. So it turned out good. Put it right over the baffle plate. You kind of let it steam that water, and it was really good, guys. I tell you what, when you cook with a water pan, it really adds a lot of flavor. A lot of moisture to the meat, and it allows the rubs to penetrate the meat a lot better, because it sinks into the juices. Oh man, you talk about good. You talk about good. Now, that it was just as moist as could be. And I just put it off about 165. That's about, and then I wrap it, put it in the pellet grill at 300. And I wrapped it because I didn't want it to have any more smoke. It had gotten all the smoke from the splits on the offset. And I had my offset running anywhere from 225 to 275. I didn't let it get over 300 at the most. But I hit a stall at 150. Guys, I hit a stall at 150 on that pork butt. And what I did was I stirred my charcoal up a little bit, and then I put a small split on it, on the fire. Another small split. And let it open my vents up, let it get on up to about 300. That way it got out of that stall. Because 150 to 165, it wanted to stall. And, that's normal because of evaporated cooling, they call it. And then the meat tenses up and all that. It's barbecue science. But, it wanted to stall on me a little bit, so I pushed it on through the stall, and I didn't really worry about drying it out because I had that water pan in there, and plus it had a real good healthy fat cap that I had. I cooked the fat cap up and I scored it, and it was sensational, guys. That fat rendered, oh man, it smelled good. And I noticed as it cooked, at first you have a haze of smoke, and you can just smell the wood burning through the smoke. But then all of a sudden it turned more to the smell of the meat cooking. And I told my friend about that because he knows a lot about offsets and all that, and he said that's when the meat starts rendering its fat. Really starts rendering the fat is when the smell changes in the smoke. So it starts smelling like actually what you're cooking rather than wood burning. And like I said, I kept it real haze of smoke, real light haze of smoke, because I didn't want it to overcook it. Over smoke it and it become bitter. And I have a video on my YouTube channel, a short of me cooking it, and guys, it was beautiful. I'm not putting a feather in my hat or nothing. but it was beautiful. I liked it. Had a good bark to it. Good bark on it. That chupacabra really does a good job on setting up a bark on a pork roast, pork butt. I mean, and pork roast, that thing. But I really had a good time cooking it. Really did. I sat outside, and there's nothing like managing a fire. You know, brings you back to the days of the caveman. You know, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy doing it. I really do it. I like the smell of that fire. Ain't nothing like it. It ain't nothing there ain't nothing that give you better flavor than an offset. You know, a lot of people say, well, you can get it with a pellet. You can get a smoke ring with a pellet. You get a lot of things with a pellet. And I'm not dogging pellet because I love pellet. That's how I started out, was a pellet. But you get a better all around. You get a deeper flavor. Not necessarily a better flavor. You get a deeper flavor. You know, just burning in wood. You know, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait to cook on it again. I think I'm going to cook on it New Year's Day, or the day before New Year's. I'm going to cook one. I'm going to cook a brisket, and then do it the same way I did my pork butt, run it about 250, 275, pull it off about 165, then put it on the pellet grill. Because once you reach about 165, it's going to take it's going to slow. I wouldn't say it's going to take the most smoke it's going to take. I wouldn't necessarily say that, because they said the meat scientists proved them wrong on that. Used to think that over 140 it quit taking smoke. Once it reaches internal temperature reaches of 140 or higher, it don't necessarily quit taking smoke. It slows down it slows down the absorption of smoke. It still absorbs it, but at a very, very, very low rate. And that's what I've heard. You know, you hear all kinds of stuff. And tell you what, the meat scientist, he's good. He's really a knowledgeable person. He's good on the offsets. If y'all want to really look up somebody that's good, I think he's called Meat Scientist. And he cooks on a lot of, he cooks on his own line of grills. I think him and Aaron Franklin are good friends. That's actually one of the ones that has his own line of offsets. I wouldn't say he perfected it, but he has come a long way with it. And he's done more advances on cooking and stuff, so he really knows what he's doing. And he has called Franklin's Barbecue out of Austin, Texas. And I heard it's a very good one. Then I've heard people say it's overrated. You know, you hear different things. But anyway, I'm not knocking it because I hadn't tried it. So, you know, I've heard different things. I'd love to try Salt Lick. Salt Lick's another good another good barbecue establishment. And I forgot where it's at. It's in different locations, I think. But, I'd love to go watch them cook. They have an open fire pit in the middle of the restaurant, and they can cook up to 200 and something racks of ribs on that thing. Man, it's awesome. It's all open fire, and you know, grates over open fire, coal beds. Oh man, it's like freaking awesome. And I'd love to be able to watch them cook on it, on that big fire. It's a big round fire pit. It's right in the middle of the restaurant. It's called Salt Lick. But yeah. Oh shoot. Anybody comment? How many people's in there? 2. Well, guys, I might get off here in a little bit since not a lot of people coming on. I understand it's Sunday. I was hoping P Digits was going to come in and a couple of other people, but I guess not. It's Sunday, and I understand that everybody's trying to rest. you know, because they're going to have a short week again because of New Year's Day. But it's, you know, probably not going to be as short as it was during Christmas and Thanksgiving. But who knows? That's assumption. Anybody else come in? Well, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. It's kind of slow right now, and I'm fixing to send my wife into the store to get some wood and stuff. So I'll talk to y'all later, and thanks for everybody that came in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. It don't cost nothing, and it helps my channel out tremendously. Till next time, thanks for watching, and y'all have a good one, and see y'all later. Now let's not want to get out. I'm gonna need a little bit of persuasion. Hold on, guys.